my channel. I'm so glad you've joined me for this one today. I'm really excited about bringing you some really practical motivation, some of the places that sometimes get missed. I have some to-do projects on my list, but I also am just going to get to some of that cleaning that is sometimes out of sight, out of mind, and really needs to get taken care of. So today is the day I'm going to tackle it. If you're up for that, let's go ahead and get started. I have some lingering projects and I have just been working through my list around the house. So this morning I wrote down several things that I want to get done today, and I haven't gotten to any of them yet, so I decided to bring you along so you can get some motivation for maybe some of those lingering projects that you have around the house. My husband has an office and studio that we have some panels on the wall, and it was a little bit of a DIY fail because the sticky command strips that we used to adhere them to the wall didn't really stick to the foam. So we're gonna find another solution to get those up on the wall. And then I have some kind of regular house cleaning things that I just haven't gotten to. That looks so much better. I'm so glad we took the time to get that done. That was a tricky project, and getting those panels to adhere to the wall, presented some challenges, but it's looking really good now, so I'm so glad that we gave it a few minutes and got that project done. So first thing checked off the list. And if you're enjoying my content and you find my channel motivating, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. That really does help out my channel and lets YouTube know that you enjoy my videos. So thanks so much for coming along for this one. Cleaning the windows is something that I don't always get to. I definitely do our kitchen door and some of the main windows that I see and I'm near a lot, but the upstairs kids windows, we don't get to those very often, and then the front windows, they're just not high on my priority list, but they do need to be done once in a while. So let me know down in the comments, are you someone who always does the windows on a regular basis, or do you just get to those out of sight, out of mind ones when they're really in need of some cleaning? Goodwill, and I found this yellowish kind of hue lampshade marked 99 cents, but the purple tags were 75% off, so it was only a quarter. So I was really happy about that, because in my house I have these yellow tinted light fixtures, the one in the kitchen and the one over our stairs also, but this one, because of cleaning, had really lost its hue and it just looks faded and old. So I'm gonna swap that out today, and we're just gonna kind of refresh that. So let's do it. That looks so good. I love it. So I'm super happy. It's a little different shape, but I think it looks really good, and I'm excited that it matches it matches the other ones again. Alexa, turn on the dining table. Ah, looks so good together.
But do they really don't? 'Cause your tongue can be sharp, cut me close to the heart, but we can master the art. And the thing is that these scars are scary, but they are just small scars. We should never be afraid of them. You and I know when we are too far apart, everything just falls apart. So I just close my eyes and dream about our kids and how they're running around. Won't you come and lay down?
All right, so happy with that. This is just one thing I found that I have to take the time to do every so often. I love having painted cabinets, and light gray was the absolute perfect choice for this kitchen, but they do need a little wipe down weekly or they just show too many fingerprints. So happy with that. I still absolutely love these cabinets, and I will put down below what the paint I used is. We actually used a Behr paint and primer in one, and we love it so much. It's held up really well. This is 2 years plus since painting these cabinets, and they still look really, really good. No chips yet. This side I just did a couple days ago, and you know, sometimes these projects we have to break up into pieces, but they are looking so good. So my whole kitchen has been wiped down now. Even over on this side, you can see everything's looking good and clean. That is so nice.
Won't you come and lay down next to me? Close your eyes, you will be free.
Okay, I hope you can see things are way too dusty up here. Looks like it wants to focus outside, but really, I just let the windows get really dusty up here this time, so we're gonna tackle that right now.
Fingers, come on, let's rejoice of what will come. I have made the choice of thinking bigger. 'Cause you're all that I need.
There, that already looks so much better. Yay! So I've shared before on my channel that our house is pretty old. It was built in the 1920s. It's had some DIYs over the years, and we know that some of the people who owned it before us were trying to flip it or do some updates. One quirk about our old house is that I don't think it has one window that is the same size as another one. Even our upstairs windows are slightly different sizes one to the next. And we've just figured out how to make that work for us. It's not a huge drastic difference, but I have been thinking about hanging shutters on the outside, and this presents a problem because all of the windows are different size. So we'll definitely be addressing those issues, how to kind of disguise that with curtains and whatnot from the inside, and then we're gonna go ahead and hang those shutters outside. That is definitely a project I have on my to-do list. I know most places in the country it's not DIY season, but here in Texas it is, because it's very hot in the summer and most of the year. We're just getting into the cooler season right now. So we definitely have DIY projects coming up during the fall and winter season, and if you'd like to be able to see those, I would suggest hit that subscribe button.
We were in too deep in your worn-out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever, driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep.
So I wanted to take a few minutes to go ahead and wipe down the walls of some of our high traffic areas. When we moved into this house and I insisted that this house was meant to be white, my husband really questioned my sanity. He said, do you want to have white walls with all these little hands? And I was like, yes, this house needs to be white. And you know, in my old house, we had the walls painted kind of a tan, you know, that was a style for a while, and then we had them a light gray. Whatever color your walls are, if you have lots of little hands, you're gonna have lots of little handprints. That's just life. But I have found that between using my essential oil, my thieves cleaner that I love, that is really great for wiping down the walls with a microfiber cloth, and also for areas that are just dirtier or even have pencil or pen marks, anything like that, magic eraser is my go-to. So if you have any tricks for getting walls really clean, you know, when there's lots of little handprints, and really that's all it is, it's just dirty handprints, let me know down in the comments. I'm always up for tips, but what I found is just taking the time once a month or every other month to really wipe down the high traffic areas. It keeps the house looking nice and fresh, and you don't have that grimy buildup. So let me know if that solution works for you, or what your go-to solution is for keeping the house just kind of handprint free as much as you can with a bunch of little kids. I wish you could tell how much this actually cleans, but I will show you this part right here. Maybe you can see there's just handprints It's just little kid handprints, and it really does make a difference to go over it with, you know, just a cleaning spray, an all-purpose cleaner, and a microfiber towel. Makes a huge difference and takes all those little smudgy fingerprints off. When we were house hunting, my husband found this house on Zillow or one of those realtor websites. And so on the day, well, when he showed me the house, I was not impressed. I didn't think it looked good. The pictures were pretty bad, and inside it just looked dark and dingy. The outside looked like a big brown box, and I just was not even interested in seeing it. So the day that we went around with our realtor to see the different houses, we had seen a couple duds that were definite no's. We had seen one that was like a maybe, and then we were gonna drive out to this one, and I didn't even want to waste our time. I said, no, I don't want to see that house. I'm not interested. I don't think it's a good one. And I'm so glad my husband persisted, because as soon as we walked in the door and saw the wrought iron details and the beams on the ceiling, we were absolutely sold. And I'm so glad we ended up with this house. And you know, really what we invested immediately into it was just paint. My husband and a friend painted the walls, and we fixed up a couple little things, but it was very livable when we bought it. There had been some renovations done to it, so no problems there. I just love it. I think it's such a charming, neat house. And like I said earlier, built in the 1920s, like that's so special. I'm so glad that it was preserved and it's still livable and our family can enjoy it. So hopefully in the future, I'll be able to share a house tour and definitely more little details and specifics about our house. One neat thing is our neighbor actually grew up in the house, so we got to see some pictures of what it looked like 50 years ago or even more than that. So I'll tell you more about that later. So thanks so much for joining me for this one today. I hope you found it encouraging and got a lot of cleaning motivation out of it. This time of year, when we're looking forward to the holidays and having family and friends over to our house, we definitely want to go that extra step and get things really nice and clean so that we can just feel really good about welcoming friends and guests into our home. So if you needed that boost of encouragement, I hope this was it for you. If you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet and you stuck around till now, please do that, and I will see you in the next one. Gone through that many home. Okay. Quick shine. It says on the back, this is safer for pets and kids. If you're going for safer, this might be your option. Oh my gosh. Oh, it is on. Okay, quiet. Okay, one more, guys.